Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. From time to time, I'll post these kind of videos because I think it's really important because we live in an era now where people kind of want to try to self-teach them stuff. And if you can, and in most cases you can, there's somebody out there that will help you for literally nothing. I suggest this, and this is crazy, but it works. Go to your local nursing home. There's probably somebody in there that was a great guitar player or great musician in the 60s, 50s, on forward. And unfortunately, people in the nursing home don't have a lot of guests. So, if you go there and find somebody that can play, they probably be more than willing to teach you what they know, and they know a lot of good stuff for free. Because I had a friend that actually did that. He worked at a nursing home and found out that one of the guys in the nursing home used to play for Stack Records. And he taught him how to play guitar and play really well. So don't rely on that. I'm going to get on the internet and watch some fingers and think I'm going to learn how to play, become a guitar player, because you're not. And the reason why I'm doing this video, because from time to time I get this. And I'll read this, and then I'll give you my explanation why this is not a good idea, or this is the steps you need to take to become a good musician. One of my viewers, I did a cover, and his statement reads, "Thanks. Loved it. It's perfect. If you could just put up a chord diagram somewhere as the chord changes, that would make it even more perfect." I guess first of all, let me explain the purpose of my videos. The purpose of my videos are for people that can already play. Let me stress that. People that can already play, they just don't know the chords to the song. They can play, but they just haven't developed their ear. So all I do is just give you the chords. I'm not giving you a breakdown or a diagram, because if you need a diagram, you got to go back to square one. It shows me that you have not learned in the proper format as far as formal teaching. Because when you have been formally taught, somebody can just tell you a chord and you can play it in different inversions. And still, if I need a diagram to learn how to do this, and there's nothing wrong with that, because we all got to start at the beginning somewhere. But, again, when you try to self-teach yourself, you don't know the sequence you need to know to become a good guitar player. Because before you even start thinking about trying to play songs, learn how to play your guitar. Learn the neck. Know where you at. Know what chords you're playing. At any given time, when you got chords under your finger, you can tell the other musicians what you got, as opposed to, I don't know what I got, but somebody on the internet told me put my finger here, put my finger there. You do not want to go that route. Trust me. And I know that most people don't know what they don't know. Because, again, if you don't go get formal lessons, you just think you can watch people on the internet and learn and know how to play. Because one guy kind of summed it up perfectly. He said, "I've been doing this for a year and I'm not getting any better." Duh, exactly, because you don't know what you need to work on. Because once you know what you need to work on, you go to work on it and you get better and you go out there and kick ass. I got videos or DVD lessons 1 through 7 that will teach you how to play the rhythm guitar. So it takes the guesswork out of, I need a diagram to know how to play a simple F bar chord. Because the majority of the stuff that I do is not complicated. It really isn't. Now, some people say, well, you've been playing since you're 13. True, but it's not complicated. The trick is knowing what you need to know to work on. And when you're trying to self-teach yourself, you don't know that. You don't know where to start. You don't know where you at. You don't know where the beginning at, where the middle, and where the advance kicks in. Because I gave this example a while ago that, you don't sometimes know what direction life is going to take you. You might pick up the guitar as a hobby, and then you end up becoming a professional musician. Madonna wanted to be a professional dancer. She ended up becoming a great singer and a great entertainer. Singing wasn't even in her plans, But be prepared when someone calls on you or you want to take that next step, because I'm going to tell you, because I've said before, there's some people that think they're going to self-teach themselves and then they're going to go to professional recording studios where they cut multi-platinum songs and play along these other musicians. No, you're not. Because when you at that level, they expect you to know how to read. You're not coming in there, I'm going to just improvise. No, you're not. Because guess what? When you got a Quincy Jones that you working with, he already know what he wants you to do on your instrument. He give you the sheet music. Okay, Morris, man, this is what I want you to do doing, the parts of the song. It's none of that, just let me listen to it and throw something in. But you have to try to prepare people for that, because they don't know. So I stress this. The purpose of my videos is just to give you guys the chord. Because, I mean, it's pretty simple, too. If you don't know the fingering, just Google it. You know, say, okay, what is, okay, Morris, man, play an A/B chord. Let me Google it and see the finger positions for that, and I can play accordingly. Because sometimes I have to do that. You know, I'm looking at sheet music and I see these weird chords. I'm like, okay, I better Google this and then find out what voicing can I play it in that's comfortable and how it sounds good in the song. So again, I stress you guys and this viewer, if you need a diagram, you got to go back at the back of the line and start from square one. Because again, when you become a musician, if you're just supposed to be giving chords and you know how to go. You know, but if you need a diagram and need to know where your fingers go, again, you've jumped up a whole step ahead of yourself. Because again, you know, I can't stress that more, that you gotta learn your instrument first. Learn the physical instrument and then start working on songs, because there's some people that just right out together won't play songs. And I totally understand that, because that's what motivates you to want to even play in the first place. You hear stuff on the radio, say, man, I would love to learn how to play that. But there's a lesson, or should I say a format for you to be taught how to play that, as opposed to I'm just going to teach you to play that. No, I'm going to teach you your instrument. So, well, let me just say this because it makes sense. That old biblical saying, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. If you teach a man how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. Same thing with the guitar. If I teach you the guitar, you can play anything you want. If I just teach you one song, you just can play one song. You know, so there's a difference between the two. And, you know, from time to time, I'll post these kind of videos because you got some people that haven't, you know, partake of formal lessons, and they kind of want to try to do it by themselves. And I strongly discourage anybody from that, because you're going to waste a whole lot of time working on some stuff that you shouldn't be working on, and not enough working on stuff you should be working on. And at this point in your plan, you don't know where you need to start. You don't know where you need to, what you need to start working on. So, I mean, you know, I know the internet is wonderful and it can teach you some things, but nothing replaces someone teaching you how to play your instrument. You know, you can sit on YouTube for 20 years and trust me, without any formal kind of training and somebody that knows what they're doing because they know how to play, you're not going to become that good of a player. And then you got some people that want to tell me this, because I've heard this nonsense. Well, you know, Jimi Hendrix couldn't read. You ain't Jimi Hendrix. You ain't Prince. None of us are. So don't make that comparison. Don't make that comparison, because it's hilarious. You know, but again, I'm here to help you and put you in the direction that you need to be put in. And for people that want to look at my fingers instead of those chords running across the screen, it just simply says this: go find somebody to teach you how to play the guitar, formally trained. You know, you can't get around that, because when you don't put that much into it and you kind of half-baked, people know. They can see it in your playing. There was and I have to tell this story because I'm not trying to put any negativity on anything, but I'm just telling you the truth and what I see through my eyes, through my life experiences. I was in this band once, and I came in as the rhythm guitar player. No, I came in as the lead guitar player. I'm like, I really shine at rhythm, but I can do lead, you know, if that's what you want me to do. And the guy that had the rhythm spot, he was awful. You know, he was making up chords because I'm looking at his fingers and listening to him like, but I didn't say anything because I'm like, I got hired to do a job, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to come here and critique and give criticism, but it was like, this dude is awful. And when I start to play some of the chords to these songs and show him some of the stuff that I know, later the bass player pulled me to the side. Man, he said, your chords are on the money. You know, I wish that you can do rhythm. Like, I wish I could too. Because I'm like, if I had my way, I'd fire the rhythm guy, put me in the rhythm slot. The drummer, who sounded like Eddie Ruffin, he would have been the lead singer. The bass player had a pretty good voice too, and brought in the lead singer, nice looking guy that can handle lead vocals, and we would have been tight. But again, you know, it wasn't for me to step in and try to make any changes because I was quote unquote a hired hand. But I seen what was missing in that scenario and what could have made it better. Because again, my forte is rhythm. You know, I can handle the lead, but I'm comfortable and like playing rhythm. And this guy, I'm looking at his chords and listening to the voices, and it wasn't there. You know, and that's because he self-taught himself. You know, he was not formally trained, and you can tell, you can hear it, you can see it, you know. So again, I'm going to leave you guys with this. If you really want to do this in anything in life, not just guitar, Go about it the right way instead of this half-baked plan of I'm gonna teach myself, or I'm just gonna watch fingers on the internet, and I'm gonna be good, become a good guitar player. No, you're gonna suck, and people that can play gonna see that you suck. So if you're really interested in taking your plan to the next level, only for $38, and that includes shipping and handling south the United States, I will send you my 7 DVDs over 7 hours, showing you what you need to know how to do, what to do to play the rhythm guitar, and what you don't need to waste your time on. Because again, that's the difference between someone taking formal lessons and someone that isn't. They don't know where they need to start. They don't know what to start working on. They don't know what to avoid and not waste your time with. So again, PayPal information is right down. Actually, I'm gonna leave a link down there, and it'll explain to you about my DVD lessons. And this is not a plug for my lessons, but if you do want to do it the right way, I can help you do it the right way, as opposed to searching on the internet and watching fingers, because that is not the route you want to take. Trust me. I've been playing guitar since I was 13, professional in my early 20s. I've written chart topping songs. I've engineered, I've produced, and this is not to brag on my credentials. It's just to let you know that been there, done that. I've been in the same seat you sitting in at right now watching this video, as far as I don't know how to play yet. And now I can, and I can show you how to get to where I'm at. So trust me, been there, done that. And the route to not take is I'm just gonna watch some fingers on the internet and just put my finger placements there because they told me to. Because there are some people on YouTube that will give you those finger placements, and they're trying to do something positive, but you're not really helping anybody if you just give them finger placements. You're not. Instead of teaching them the concept of chords and playing. Because once you teach them the concepts, they ain't got to worry about finger placements. You tell them, I need a C major 7 chord from you. Boom. Is it this one based on the E string? Boom. Is this one based on the A string or the D string? Because interesting enough, you can build your chords around all 6 strings. It could be, the root can be on the E, A, D, G, B, E, either one of those. But what I do, and it's real simple, I just base mine on 2 strings, the A and the E, or the E and the A, because that's all I need to do. And I can teach you guys the same, because my videos speak for themselves. Over 4,000 videos of me playing just about anything that I want to play. And I only basically use bar chords and a few open face chords, and you see how far I can take that. Now if you're doing jazz, you're going to probably want to be able to do roots on the D, G, B, E string, because jazz chords are usually just 3-note chords. They're not 4, 5, 6 chords. But again, if you want to get started and stop all the madness of, I'm going to teach myself, I know how to do this, leave me alone, I can do it. PayPal information is right down there. Get your DVDs out within next business day, priority mail tracking. 4 days later, you got your packaging. You ready to get busy, baby. So I hope to see you on the other side. Till next time, take care. Thanks for watching.